So I started out playing football, soccer innit? I started out at age 5 playing soccer with my friends on the local park. I went on to join the academy at York at 12 years old. After that, I was lucky enough to get given a scholarship. We then played reserve team soccer. I was playing against 37-year-olds that had had wealth of Football League experience that I hadn't had before. It taught me a big lesson because I felt like I had to learn how to adapt my game and to be able to compete with these older players. So that was probably my biggest learning curve in football. I went on to play higher leagues in the UK, learning the different technical aspects of the game that you need to become a better player, which was different between both clubs that I was at. Kind of that's how I transition it into what I'm doing now, really. Really, after accomplishing so much, I actually had a life-changing event. So I was in the gym, normal day, and I was doing a plank and stood up, felt slightly dizzy. As I've stood up, my vision went hazy and I couldn't figure out what was in front of me. I had the personal trainers running over to me, shouting, "Dean, Dean, are you there?" To which I tried to speak and I had no response. The only reason why someone was debating whether it was a stroke or not was because the left side of my face had slightly dropped. So obviously I was rushed away to hospital in the back of an ambulance. So the doctors give me a 50-50 chance where I might be paralysed or I might be not. To me, as a sports person, you know, it's soul destroying. So the next day, they came in after having my CT scan and taking me upstairs and said, "Look, you're going to be okay, but it's going to be a long process. You know, brain injuries take a long time to heal. This isn't an overnight thing." So they start with very basic things like, you know, learning how to read, learning how to write. So reading one line of a newspaper, I'd need a 3-hour nap. And it took me 6 months to feel halfway normal again. I continued to play semi-professional football, but that's when I slowly started to turn my attentions more towards the coaching. So I actually took a positive out of the stroke experience. I transitioned that into learning more about how the body works. So I gained a qualification as a personal trainer, level 3. I started my football PT to inspire my athletes through my story and my experience to give them the skills they need to become the best soccer player.